Oh,
Oh, we live. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, we live. It's straight. I see the thing in the corner now. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? We ain't got no views yet. We waiting on people to come in. Nakia, you done froze up. What's going on? Okay. Okay, I see you. And here go my phone. Did you hear that beeping in my ear? Did you hear that beep?
yeah, I did.
That's my phone. Well, yeah, my phone and my laptop are like together. But yeah. Talk about Thursday. Okay, now the people coming in. What's up, y'all? Listen, the last 10,
Hey,
15 minutes was a time. Y'all got to excuse us because like we're so disoriented right now. Ooh, oh my gosh. Let me send a tweet. Okay, the people coming in. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. Cause we had a time.
my phone is dying, honey.
Oh, when you charger?
Jeff, huh?
Where you charger?
Oh no, phone.
You on your phone?
So I'm not sure what's going on.
Well, gracious. Okay, people coming in. Y'all, we having a moment because over here in small town where I live, I'm not gonna tell all y'all where I live. Most of y'all that know me know where I live. It started raining real bad. Like our light switches blinking on and off, and I was about to postpone the show to like 8 o'clock because of the weather. Because I ain't want y'all around here. I'm talking and our lights going off, and y'all be like, okay, sis doing all this and sis ain't paying no bills. So we ain't had all that going on over here. So I was thinking about like you. I ain't want y'all to be talking about me because you know black folks we love talking about one another. But yeah, so I was thinking about postponing the show, but everything calmed down. Everything is good. Now Kia is here. We are waiting on the fellas. I don't know why they like to be late all the time. This is a new season and a new day. You know, I sent out enough emails to Elliot. He's gonna watch this and be like, "This heifer is talking about me." Ashton, I don't know what Ashton got going on. He got all this juice, and he probably laid up somewhere with a Twitter honey. He need to come do talk about Thursday. But me and Nakia are here. My co-hostess with the mostest. What's up, girl?
Ain't up with it with a Twitter ain't nothing, just over here chilling, unprepared.
Girl, the devil is busy. The devil ain't want to talk about this mental health stuff today. But you know what? It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right.
This was on my part, so I can't even blame him. This was all self.
Well, I was talking about your phone dying and the lights and the weather. Well, the Lord controls the weather, but you know what I mean.
Well, I control my phone, so I probably should charge a long time ago. But here we are.
We're having a time. Oh my gosh. All right. Let me post this tweet and then I'm gonna get with it. I'm gonna get with it. I'm gonna get with it. All right. Shout out to everybody that is tuning in. If you are on Twitter, Facebook, if you follow me on Twitter, Facebook, give us a shout out. Let everybody know. Talk About It Thursday is on. We are discussing the church and mental illnesses. July is Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And I know that until after I pick this topic for today. So just crazy how that works. But I just want to
I was like, did Audrey know this when she picked this? I don't think she did, but
I didn't know. I didn't know at all. But yeah, we here. We live, baby. So now Kia, we could just go ahead on with these current events and we gonna jump in.
Okay. Well, first of all, I hope everyone had a wonderful and a safe 4th of July. Um, most of y'all are woke, so I'm not sure if most of y'all even celebrated. I mean, I'm woke too. However, I still went and grabbed me a plate. But my flesh wasn't satisfied because I swear we have cookout food like every week. At least once a week we have cookout food. So that's not really what I wanted on the 4th of July, but I ate it anyway because guess what? Free.
You was hungry. Yeah.
No, It was free. So, anywho, yeah, I hope y'all had a wonderful and a safe 4th of July. Hope you guys enjoyed the fireworks and the food and the festivities. Anywho.
It won't let Ashton on. I tell you, the devil's busy. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And I guess to bring up the speed, we haven't seen you guys in like 2 weeks. So the BET Awards happened. I did not tune in because I was uninterested. However, I know that
You ain't missed nothing.
The pre-award interviews, where all the Migos memes came from, was pretty interesting. I did watch that. Everyone, I guess, looked real cute. The ratings were down, but that's neither here nor there. Most people, I guess, wasn't interested, like myself. Also, Cardi B and Bodak Yellow is a bop.
I heard it. Well, I heard it was a bop, but I didn't hear the song.
It's a summertime bop, but Bodak rhymes with Kodak, and Kodak Black was interview saying derogatory things about not dating Black women, as you all probably know, saying that he prefers not to date anyone his color because, what did he say? Because they're
too, I think he said too rough or too rowdy or something he said.
Too rough or whatever, insinuating that Black women, darker skinned Black women, are like ghetto, like, little stereotypical things that people say about Black women all the time. So that's what's been happening. And something happened on Twitter today that I was supposed to talk about, but I totally forgot. I don't remember. I don't recall.
I don't even know because Twitter keeps a fuss.
Yeah, but it was something that happened today. Like, it was something.
Today's been a year since Philando Castile has been gone. Hey, Ashton. Okay, Houston Astros. You putting on?
Oh, the Houston Astros, first in the MLB. You know how we do. We coming from the title. Okay. What's going on?
I'm sorry, now, kid. You was freezing up, and I'm sorry. I saw you with your mouth open. You did this, and I was like, oh, she was talking. I'm sorry.
It's right. But anyway, anywho, another important factor that I did want to discuss was Betsy DeVos is being sued by DC and 18 other states. Well, not other states, 18 states with student loan protection, which is a borrower's defense rule, federal law for-profit schools, free reign by the rule. So that's a big deal for college students and for assistance, like for student loans and stuff. So that is being talked about, and I guess we'll just have to keep an eye on that and see exactly how these lawsuits pan out.
Yeah, because I gotta call financial aid tomorrow. Do you hear me? I gotta call them tomorrow to figure out if they're gonna give me some more.
No. Maybe it's me.
Yeah, maybe it's you.
Oh.
Because you was freezing up earlier.
I was?
Yeah, you was.
I'm sorry. It's probably when the weather got bad and the lights went out.
Probably so. I went down.
That devil is a bastard, I tell you. Speaking of financial aid, y'all, I forgot to put it in the description, but Ashton is a student at North Carolina A&T University in Greensboro, North Carolina, and he needs your help. I did not put your GoFundMe information in there, and I feel so bad. But those of you who follow Ashton, you are aware of his story. We talked about him on the last show and how he's going after his purpose, and he needs our help. So please sow into the life of the man of God, if you will. Help him go to school. Help him stay in school. A mind is a terrible thing to waste.
Yes, this is the United Negro College Fund by way of GoFundMe.org.
And we are united with this Negro, and we're going to get the college funds, okay?
Hey, come on now. Come on now.
Ashton, anything you want to say? Anything you have? You want to do new releases for Elliot? Any new releases?
Spider-Man come out on Friday. So
Spider-Man, okay.
No, actually, because I keep up with movies more than I do music. Elliot is more so the music. When did 444 come out? It came out last week. So
it came out this week on
it came out this week where?
On iTunes, because it was a title release.
Is it on? Because I haven't seen it.
I'm not sure. It may be being released tomorrow, but I know it was set to release on iTunes this week because
Okay, y'all gotta stop. All my friends, y'all stop texting me because this thing beeps in my ear and I'm jumping like I got Tourette's. Stop.
Okay, so
because it comes through on my phone. I mean, on my laptop. Stop.
Okay. So 444 came out. I think it might be coming out on all platforms soon because I saw that it's no longer like on Tidal. It's no longer exclusive to just Sprint customers anymore. So it's now for all Tidal users. Maybe they'll push it on over to Apple Music, and when they do, I will download it. Anyway, 444 was a trip. So if you haven't heard it, go listen.
Yes, that's much. Yes.
Yeah. It was something else. For those deep fried saints that might be tuning in right now, 444 is Jay-Z's new album.
They don't listen to Jay-Z. They say Jay-Z's not involved.
Right, I know. I was, just so they didn't go looking for 444 thinking it was Mighty Clouds of Joy.
We ain't talking about Matthew 444. We ain't talking about Matthew 444. No.
Yeah, we're not talking about, it's not Second Corinthians. So.
We ain't talking about Song of Solomon either, but see, never mind. I ain't gonna go there. Oh, I'm about to be petty.
Song of Solomon. But no, I went to see Baby Driver, the new movie. Jamie Foxx is in it. The little white boy from The Fault in Our Stars.
I got to send Elliot another email. Lord Jesus. Go ahead, I'm listening.
John Hamm is in it. Kevin Spacey, the same guy from House of Cards, but it's a very, very good movie. In my opinion, some people was like, it ain't that good. It was good. It was real good. And I don't say that about every movie. Action, romance, suspense, drama, comedy, it has it all. And it's set to like it's surrounded by like music. Like music is like the central theme. So that's always gonna be a winner for me. I can't think of anything else that's coming out music wise. I think 21 Savage has an album coming out.
There you go, Elliot.
There's just right on time. May not come when you want him. Yeah. But he'll be there right on time.
Elliot, new music before we get into this topic. To all our viewers, please shout us out if you're on Facebook, if you're on Twitter. Please use the Talk About It Thursday hashtag. Shout us out. Let us know you're watching.
Let me get on.
Oh, my head hurts. We can't hear the brother. Your mouth moving, but ain't that coming out.
Yeah, I was about to.
Don't hear nothing.
No, we don't hear it. That's the new dance these kids be doing. What's this dance called? He's doing the new dance. He's doing the new dance. That's what this is. Yes, we can hear you over in Zion.
Oh, hold on, guys, because I now can't hear you. No, I can hear y'all now. Okay, so like I was saying, new music, Jay-Z's 444 dropped, and We talked about that. You guys talked about it, obviously. I'm sorry I'm late, guys. I went to the doctor earlier and I was having
You're
some
pregnant?
conversations with my mom. Audrey, if I can reach through this laptop, I would. I would, but I'm going to leave it alone.
On
He
that,
pregnant with purpose.
Pregnant with
shut
purpose.
up. Glory.
you like you.
Pregnant with purpose.
But yeah, that's really all the music I got. Oh, and if you listen to Propaganda, he dropped one of the most blackest albums ever.
Really?
Not the
And
blackest.
the blackest. Go listen to it. It's called Crooked. He's up there with like, he's a West Coast rapper. So when I say like he kind of sounds, he's not Kendrick, but when it comes to, he's just woke. He woke. Let's just say that. Like, the
But
brother knows a lot more than a lot of these young cats out here. So yeah, that's basically the two albums I've been rocking with. As far as movies, I heard Baby Rider was a dope movie. Go check that out. Yeah, other than that, man, and I've been in the bed, so I haven't really been.
And we
I
are
really haven't been.
praying for you, brother. We are
You
praying.
was confined. You was confined to the bed of affliction.
Yes.
For like 2 weeks straight. So
We got you on the sick and shut in list. It's all right.
I do apologize.
I done lost 12 pounds.
You lost 12?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Well, you got to
Yeah,
the bottom
man.
of it?
Yeah, I won't put it out there, but basically they said I was fine. I got some low sodium. My dehydration is a little bit down now, so I'm back to being rehydrated. I no longer have to, when I stand up, it was a problem when I was standing up. I was lightheaded all the time and I wanted to lay back down. That's kind of changed now. So,
Elliot, that sounds like pregnancy.
let's move on, man.
Elliot, you done got somebody pregnant. You done got somebody pregnant and you feeling these morning sickness symptoms.
That's like when the husband say, "We pregnant."
Yes.
Nah.
That's holiness.
Nah, ain't no pregnancy and holiness.
Don't get stoned.
Oh my God.
Ain't no pregnancy.
I mean, there's pregnancy and holiness just without this single boy.
And John Gray done got up on Instagram and talk about how y'all need to minister to y'all wives too.
Look,
Elliot,
John
you
Gray,
can minister.
okay. Listen.
We're gonna talk about this, then we could get on. Lord, I done struck a nerve.
Listen. I ain't okay. He said, give your wife $1,000 to get her nails done. It's what the other?
No, he didn't just say that.
He
said
nails in here. He said nails in here.
Yeah.
Hair.
But that still ain't $1,000 though.
Where's the other 700? 600. I'm just being liberal.
Especially if she's not gonna be wearing anything. You can't go shopping.
Shopping. She just going shopping for church clothes.
Do you hear me? And
she talking about church clothes.
That's right. Gonna be at St. John, honey. Do you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. My queen will be natural. So I'm really trying to. Okay, after you buy all the Shea Moisture, or y'all boycotting them? Y'all boycotting them. After you buy all the
I ain't boycotting Shea Moisture. I ain't got no problem with it.
Look, I just bought some black soap. I just bought some. If y'all, yeah. But anyway, nah, John Gray, what he said was good. That was good. We do need to appreciate the women more, and that's something I know I'm gonna do. With the box on the bed with nothing in it.
Yeah, that was a key. That was a key.
That was a
strong key. Strong key.
The box on the bed with nothing in it. That was a key.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm so tired. The saints. But you know it's needed. We gonna talk about that too one day.
Yeah, one day we need to talk about that.
Why the married folks just be running from all these topics,
Talk
including
about it
mental
Thursday
health.
after dark.
Oh, not after dark. Not after dark. People gotta work in the morning. I ain't staying up after dark. Following up with y'all. I be tired at 10:30. I ain't gonna make it. Say what, I can?
Yeah, be tired at 9:30 over here.
You tired? We some grandmamas, man. Oh my god. Okay, let me get myself together. All right, y'all. Now that we
Y'all the
got the
ones that's
current event.
Because I'll be going.
Well, you know,
I do say, hey, Nakia,
You know better. Y'all,
same to them.
I go to a whole church. If I'm pregnant, y'all gonna see I done fall off the face of the earth.
Why? So
Because,
they ain't gonna
baby, they don't play that in the Holiness Church.
it's sure enough ain't no pregnancy in the holding.
I know. Oh, it is. But, you know, you don't find out until after she done had the baby. She come back with the baby and the mother, I didn't know you got married, girl. Okay. They don't play that in Holiness, child. And I'm the pastor daughter. I wish I would. Yeah, okay.
Y'all, I got this
Holla pregnant if you want to.
I feel like that dude. Y'all know that dude on Twitter with the Kool-Aid picture? He like just been popping up on everybody's timeline. Y'all know what I'm talking about? The dude, delicious season or something. Y'all ain't seen him?
Nah.
Delicious season. What?
Yeah, he got dread. I think he's from Chicago, and he be doing these videos where he always drinking Kool-Aid, and like he'll be drinking it out of a pitcher.
Oh yeah.
But
you talking about? I saw it on Facebook.
he just started popping up on everybody. Yeah, he just started popping up on everybody's timeline.
Y'all show me a picture.
Anyway, it's not important.
That's who you look like. No, you look like the teacher that have the big cups and the thermos drinking in class. Sit down.
I had and I feel so bad because I had a gym teacher. He was first of all, he was a gym teacher and he was fat.
Yeah.
Now
that's how
he was a gym teacher. He was fat.
But actually, he was fat because he was the football coach. He was the football coach and gym teacher.
Yeah, yes, he was. He was Coach Noe. I had Coach Noe, and he used to keep one of these full of Diet Coke. And guess what I'm drinking?
Anyway, well, we know you ain't drinking Pepsi and All Lives Matter. No. Let me send this tweet to Elliot. This is something from the future Dr. Mosby you need to take advantage of. Okay, y'all, for real. Why we still got people here? I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to shout out to my friends, the Petty and Bougie gang, who are constantly texting me, and I'm holding in my laugh so I won't cut up in front of all y'all. Shout out to my girl. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in so far. We are tackling the taboo subject of mental illness and the church. And I wanted, okay, y'all. Okay, y'all's texting me. Stop now. I'm jumping like I ain't got good sense.
You?
Huh?
Turn the notification off.
How do I turn it off? Listen, I'm new to this.
Oh God.
What do I do?
Turn the notification off on your Mac. Oh yeah. The Mac is a little difficult. I think
I'm on my laptop. Yeah, I'm on my laptop.
I figured out.
You breaking up. Yeah, you breaking up, and see, I can't hear all that, and they still beeping in my ear. What was I saying? Oh yeah, it's a stigma of that in the church. We have the tendency of ignoring it, but then when you look in the church, like I was writing down some statistics, like within the last year, we've seen so many reports of pastors committing suicide. We see reports of pastors stepping down from church because they're stressed out, they're tired. We see members leaving. And I had a conversation today with somebody who was like, they felt as if they were not fit to be used by God because they struggle with depression.
Wow.
And you get on Twitter, you see people, if you're struggling with depression, pray it out, pray it away, pray it away. And it's people praying in circles, but still no relief. So what do we do as the church? And y'all can just jump in at any time, your views on mental illnesses in the church. I got some statistics. I want to see y'all on Twitter. I'm going to be retweeting. I'm going to be putting y'all responses down. Everything that y'all say, I'm going to be quoting y'all. So whoever want to go first, whoever want to start, have at it. Mental illness in the church. What do we do? Where do we go? What?
Well,
One of y'all can start because I'm trying to send this instruction to Audrey real quick.
okay. Well, I was gonna say, I think we have to start with education, and I think that's really a big deal across the board for church. Period. When it comes to topics that are that are taboo or social issues that we're dealing with, we definitely have to start with education. A lot of people are uneducated on what mental health is, and that's just miseducation breeds ignorance. So
Right.
what you end up having is people over spiritualizing things that shouldn't be over spiritualized. You have someone dealing with schizophrenia, you have someone dealing with bipolarism, you have someone dealing with depression, anxiety, and all you're telling them is hold on, change gonna come, pray it through. All of those things are fine to say, all of those things are cliches, and at the end of the day, we know that by faith and by prayer things do change. But at the same time, God didn't. God created everything, and the same way that He created and established the church, He also gave people the gifts and the wisdom and the talents to understand the mind that He has blessed human beings with. And those people are licensed and educated psychiatrists, psychologists, and therapists. And the church should not run away from, sending their membership to those different mental health professionals. So, I think really what we have to start doing is bridging the gap between the church and the mental health world. And I'm pretty sure there are mental health professionals who attend church. So, I think what would be a good idea would be to, have those professionals host some seminars and, I don't know, maybe even free screenings if possible. Because I'm gonna tell you like this, and I tell people all the time, being black,
You about
being
to make
black,
me laugh. You about to make me laugh.
being black, it's enough. Like it's
Yes.
enough to drive you insane. That's not even just an anecdote. That's not even just me trying to be funny. That is statistics. Statistically, black people deal with these mental health issues at higher rates because of institutional racism, because of the things that we face on a daily basis, because of oppression. Being born into this world, being born into this country, this society, this system, and from the time that you're a little itty bitty child, having these smaller
Got a
micro,
mark on
right, thrown at you, and now you're a full grown person, and you've dealt with this stuff all your life. Yeah, you're bound to have something going on up here. And so black people need a place where we can talk. And I think I saw earlier today, um, or maybe it was yesterday, a black psychologist or therapist, just saying like, I'm happy that I'm a black woman and I have clients who I can discuss the BET Awards with, and 444 and Lemonade.
I saw that.
Right.
I saw that.
You know what I'm saying? And that's important. And so in the church, specifically the Black church, you know, we can't run away from that kind of stuff, because if anybody needs it, we need it.
Yeah, I 100%.
I will say. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Nakia. Go ahead.
Agree with Ashton when it comes to mental health and the church. You know, it's kind of like saying I pray for you is fine, or you know, I'll be lifting you up in prayer, whatever fancy words that you say to let someone know that you are praying for them is okay. But when it comes to, well, praise your way through it, pray your way through it, just talk to God about it, he'll fix it. It can be very offensive, because it looks like you're kind of like looking down your nose at someone, like you're not taking me serious. I just came to you to let you know I'm battling whatever I'm battling, and it's like, you're telling me to pray for it. What do you think I've been doing? Like, I've been praying.
Right,
I'm not
Right.
And so I feel like in the church we know all the proper garments to wear, all the proper phrases to say, all the proper ways to lift our hands, all the proper stances to take, but no one is investing in mental and emotional health. And that's a big deal, because they're battling depression and anxiety thoughts. Most of the time, all they need is a safe place, a place where they feel comfort in telling someone their biggest and darkest pains. You know, we know we can talk to God, or sometimes we feel as though God isn't listening because he's not just swooping down like Superman, so to say, because there's a certain tangible emotion that one kind of wants to feel while discussing their problems, and they kind of want to be affirmed, you know? So I feel like we should take the proper steps to educate, and not just say, you know, just pray your way through it. Mental health is an investment. So I feel like that starts with strategic planning. Forums, we need educational training. There are tons of mental health advocates and professional leaders that have degrees in like psychology and psychiatry and all of those things. So
Ellie, you fall?
No.
My God.
No.
You don't fall down.
I just adjusted my seating.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
You don't have the resources or the money. It's just we're not implementing those things in the right way. So that's my little 2 cents, Annie.
Yeah.
While Ellie is getting.
Oh no, go ahead.
I also feel we dodged the topic, and I did a survey because I'm doing a project soon, and I did a survey asking some of my Twitter followers, like, why do you feel people are dodging? Why do you feel topics like molestation, rape, mental illnesses, why is it so taboo in church? And a lot of people said they're just afraid to talk about it. And I can agree. I feel a lot of people in church, they're afraid to talk about mental illnesses because they know deep down inside, once they uncover mental illnesses, educate themselves on what it is, what it is not, they'll realize they're sitting up under some narcissistic preachers.
Is this like my phone?
No, you good?
Who, me?
And here go my thing again. They'll realize that they're sitting up under some narcissistic preachers. They'll realize that they struggling with anxiety. They got some depressed church members and
Yeah.
so forth and so on. They'll realize they're sitting up under a mess and they're sitting in the midst of dysfunction. And I also feel like a lot of people, especially African American church people, we've shunned it away for so long because we are so used to doing things ourselves.
Mm.
We are a group of people that always we fend for ourselves. Like you can put us in the worst situations and we always come out shining. You know what I'm saying? You can put us in the worst neighborhoods. Our schools can be the worst there is, and we'll have the smartest kids, the best sports, the best sports team. And we don't have cheerleading squads. We're gonna have step teams and they dance and then they family reunion shirts and shorts, but they the best dancing team. They go and win all the competitions. I mean, we just make use with what we have.
Right.
And one thing somebody told me, he's a history teacher, my former pastor, he said he's been reading he teaches US, is it US history? I think it's US history. Either way, he's a history teacher. And he was saying how he read after the Holocaust, there were counselors and therapists on hand to help them who overcame and talk them through it and stuff, because of course a lot of them probably suffer PTSD, they have anxiety, all that other stuff. But Black people, we done went through slavery, we done went through Jim Crow, and now you killing off all our Black men and we ain't got nobody ain't offering us nothing, because I mean all we had was church. So nowadays you see people, and I even see people, even African Americans now, the African American church, a lot of us, I've never seen a group of people fight the doctor the way that we do, let alone the therapist. They will be sick unto death. I'm trusting in God. I'm holding on. To what?
I'll be up in the doc. Tell me.
It hurt. It hurt. Fix me.
Right here, doc. Right here.
Child. I ran straight up in the doctor.
Look, it hurt, doc.
For real.
But I think that's generational, and we have to break that. As the millennial generation, as a generation of change, we have to break that, because when you look at the story of like the immortal Henrietta Lacks, the lady who they used her DNA for so many different medical advancements, and her family never reaped any benefits from it. And this lady was suffering with ovarian cancer and died, but her story was hidden. We don't learn about her in school. They just use her and are still using her cells for research today. You hear about the Tuskegee experiment. You hear about all of these different ways in which Black folks have
been through some stuff, man.
Have been guinea pigs for the health community. Well, that has put a sense of distrust in Black people, you know what I'm saying, and especially the older generations. I ain't going to no doctor, they can't tell me nothing, such and such, because they've heard somebody else say, yeah, my uncle went to the doctor and he went in there with this and he came out and they told him he had cancer and he died 3 days later, and just like I said, it's just a sense of distrust. And Black people as a whole, not to say that we don't have reason to, but as a whole, we just don't trust institutions, like when it comes to the healthcare system, when it comes to the government, because every institution in some way, shape, form, or fashion has gone against us. And now the church, is beginning to, well, not beginning to be, but the church is distrusted as well. So, now we're really gonna, especially if the church wants to remain prominent in the Black community, we're really gonna have to go outside of the four walls and get beyond the surface level of, like Nakia said, preaching and praying it through and praising it through, and Shondo turn around 3 times and slap your neighbor and it's gonna be gone.
Yeah, reach up and grab it.
Right, reach up and grab it. We're gonna have to get past that and really start making these churches community centers for people so that when they come to the church, they can receive spiritual food, they can receive, health and wellness tips and all different types of things, because, the Bible says that, God would our soul prosper even as we prosper. I would that you prosper
Yes, we
even
prosper.
as your soul prospers. So it's not, it's not just that he just wants us to be so spiritually, great, and then our physical man, our mental man is not off. He says that I've given you everything pertaining to life and godliness. So he
Yeah.
wants something. He wants something. He wants us to be able to receive everything we need. You know what I'm saying, from the body of Christ, because it's the body. This body is able to do everything as a human I need it to do. So the body of Christ should be the same way. It shouldn't just operate with just the index finger moving. This is the only thing we do as the body of Christ. No, the whole body should be clicking and working.
Facts. I know I haven't gave my thoughts yet because everybody has so many good thoughts that you guys probably took all my thoughts, but that's not the point. One thing that did come to mind though, who out the door? Okay, sorry. I hope nobody heard that doorbell ring. Um, but one of the things that did come to mind during this discussion, I know we talked about the church needing to send their members to certified psychologists and all these different things, and those are great. But one of the things I've learned, and I'm saying I learned because I have a friend who deals with mental health. I used to be one of those to her where I was like, well, maybe you should pray about it. Like, I don't know, Jesus will handle it. Then she had to really tell me, like, one, I know that. She's like, I know that specifically. You don't have to tell me that all the time. What I really need is for you to ask me how I'm doing. What I need you to ask me is, how was my day going? Sometimes we overlook that. And as believers in the church, or just regular people, we don't ask how people are doing anymore. And sometimes when people are dealing with mental health or you in depression, they're just looking for someone to say, hey, tell me about your day. You know, see what I'm saying? Like, it's never, I mean, they've probably been to therapists. They probably are seeing a therapist now. And they're like, I don't really need a therapist. I just need a hug. I just need someone to just care.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we lose that sometimes, which everything I said was great. And I agree. But I also think that we as individuals, those of us who have friends who deal with mental health, we got to be on duty and realize my friend deals with this, or I know somebody that deals with this. Let me text them. Let me call them just to check on them, just to have a conversation with them. If they're not having took a chance to have self-care, let me at least take them out for a drink or something. Like, we got to be active in people's lives too.
All right. And two things I wanted to say was, even if people are asking, hey, how are you doing? It's not genuine. It's the churchy, hey, how you, it's the, how you doing, Doc? Oh, I'm blessed and highly favored in the Lord. How about you? Oh, I
And
can't.
they be lying.
Yeah.
And be lying. Be going through son on drugs. you know.
And you know why, Ashton? We do that because, well, they lie simply because of the fact we have demonized mental illnesses so bad. We have demonized it so bad, and we've made it a faith issue. Now, don't get me wrong. I do believe there is some relation. Keyword on some relation on mental illnesses and demonic warfare. But then there could be, and I'm just using you for an example. I made pregnant jokes, but Nakia's not pregnant, y'all. So see, that's how rumors start. But Nakia could just have a baby and be dealing with
either. That's how rumors start.
We know you're pregnant. Well, what I'm saying, I'm trying to remember what I have to say.
Sorry.
Nakia could, Okay, I can be pregnant and I could have postpartum depression.
Right.
And what people fail to realize is sometimes it's not the devil after you. It's just life kicking your behind and you get down. There
These
are women who have had babies and like I'm just saying, I'm dealing with postpartum depression. My husband, he done became one of the kids. So I got two churn running around here. Then I got family members. They don't ask how I'm doing. They asking about the baby. I'm tired. I'm wore out. I ain't getting no sleep. I want to go out and have a night out with my friends, but I can't do that because why? I got two children and I got a new baby sitting right here. This baby crying every other minute. They need this, they need that. The house need to be clean. I need to go to work. I need to fix my hair. I ain't brushed my teeth because
right.
I'm being put. I mean, and we laughing, but it happens. There are women that are literally sitting around here like, I'm about to just kill everybody. I'm tired.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's not the devil on you, it's just life. And we over spiritualize it so bad because we don't know what else to say. And we cause people to suffer in silence. And then when something happens to them, dang, man, I didn't know. I didn't know
Mm.
they was going through that. You ain't
Right.
gonna know.
Right. You ain't know because you didn't ask. You know.
You didn't ask. You didn't. And we're so consumed with other stuff, we don't think about other people.
Right.
Just I don't know. We isolate those people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no faith, and that's why I'm dealing with this. They blame themselves for certain things, and it's just like a revolving cycle. They can't get out of it. The battle with their minds, and it's
Right.
not fair.
Right.
It's not fair at all.
And what we don't understand is that, even if you take, for instance, something like postpartum depression, this is something that has been qualitatively studied and researched for years and years and years. There are books, there are volumes and volumes and libraries of books on like this one specific disease. And then you go to your church and it's, oh, that's hogwash. It's just the devil, and you just pray about it. You know, that's
They
ignorant.
praying in circles.
Right. You're praying in circles when God is telling you, I have literally given the wisdom to the earth on how to deal with this issue. You know, and this is the other point that I wanted to make. A lot of times we get so caught up in it's us against the world. It's us against the world. It's the church versus the world.
Right.
So we think that anything that the world has to offer, anything that science, anything that technology, anything that, research and history has to offer it goes against God. And that's just not true, because God can use the wisdom of the wicked, you know what I'm saying, for the uplifting of the righteous. So, it's not that you can't use this research and use these books and this knowledge and everything that has been studied and researched for the benefit of the saints. But a lot of times people, like you said, people are just too afraid. And I think something that we really have to get into is the fact that I think a lot of people are afraid to touch certain topics because
They know they
deep
sick.
down, right, deep down, they know, if my church gets hip to this, I might lose some members. If my church gets hip, because you have a preacher who's standing up who does not know, who is ill-informed, and he's been preaching one way. He has a church of people who believe one way, and this is why some people run away from organized religion, because there are a lot of tendencies of like cults and like brainwashing, you know what I'm saying, where it's just like, this is how we believe, and it's based on nothing. It's just based on opinion. It's based on people who had just came up with something, and this is how it is, and this is how it's always been, and tradition and blase blase. And because it's coming from the church, people are taking it very close to heart, but it's false. So when you have the church telling you that, you don't need a psychiatrist, you don't need this, you don't need that, all you need is Jesus, that's cool in theory, but I'm still depressed. I still have anxiety. I still deal with, the issues that I deal with.
And you know what else I've noticed too, Ashton? A lot of mentally ill people in church. Don't you notice how some people around here, you can see from a mile away that they have mental problems? And those are the main ones. Somebody telling them, well, I'm so moody because I have a prophetic call on my life.
Mm.
Baby, you bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
You're bipolar. You need.
Yeah.
I have these mood swings, and I never finish what I start. I'm always doing something else. No, you have mental illness.
Right.
You're bipolar. You're moody. You need help. And I've noticed that's what they mask it in. They have these people around here thinking that they're anointed, and you may very well be anointed to do certain things. And I'm not saying God can't use you in your mess, because clearly the word testifies of that. But it's just in order to keep them where they are, and in order to dodge their questions and things that they may have to ask us, we make it a spiritual issue all over again. And it's crazy because I see so many people, they reject getting counseling from a mental health expert, but then they'll go to marriage counseling over these jacked up marriages that God did not ordain.
Oof.
But that's neither here nor there. Ashton's face.
But,
that's not neither here. That's neither here nor
there.
That's
another Thursday.
That's another Thursday. That is definitely another Thursday. We talk about, and I see that on Twitter. Like, you went to marriage counseling to save your marriage, but you don't want to go to counseling to help your mind. I don't. And that's why I said we reject it, because we know if we were to really educate ourselves on mental health, we'll see that a lot of us are crazy. Church people are some of the most insane people in the world. Quote me on that. Put that on Facebook and Twitter. Some of the most insane people.
Yes, because church can make you crazy.
Yeah.
Dealing with some church folk gonna make you crazy. Dealing with dog, you just leave. Dealing with some church folk. Look, some of these churches out here, they run you rampant in the name of the Lord. Don't teach you no gospel.
And we killing pastors every year.
In the name of the Lord. And sometimes the church will spark and trigger these mental illnesses.
Will spark. Seriously.
Honestly, truly. Because especially if you grow up in the church.
How you think I know they're crazy?
You grow up and you deal with the hierarchy and the politics, and it really will. It really will. A lot of people, especially pastors, and we don't really touch on them too often, but living with a pastor, for half of my life, my father, and I say half of my life because he hasn't been a pastor all my life. But living with a pastor, I know that these men, and they over spiritualize it, men and women. They over spiritualize it and say, I fall on my face before the Lord and I pray and I cry and blase. But they're thinking they're in spiritual warfare for their ministry. But really, they're depressed. You know what I'm saying? Hey, John the Baptist was crazy. I don't care what nobody say. John the Baptist,
bad fool.
John the Baptist was nuts. He was saved. He was sanctified, but something was wrong with him. You know what I'm saying? And when you have somebody who is so anointed and has such a strong mantle on their life, a lot of times that's the trick of the enemy, for you to over spiritualize it and to not get or seek the help that you so desperately need. And I've been pushing my daddy to the counseling office for so long, and he will not go. But we yet praying. We yet praying. We are yet praying.
And that's why sometimes, this is just a public shot, but this is why sometimes, not even sometimes, this is why this walk in Christ is hard.
Elliot,
this is why it's hard.
I wasn't gonna say it, but we here. Boy, we here, boy. We here, boy.
We here,
Come on,
man.
lights. Come on, lights.
I still don't get, like, this is for another show, but I just don't understand why people would think that this is easy. Like, literally, I'm waiting for someone to just come out with a blog that says the church made me depressed, because I know someone has been depressed because of the church.
I saw a Periscope video saying, I saw a Periscope video once that said church folk will push you to kill yourself.
It's probably already out there. When you think about somebody like Tone and his rise and fall from glory and everything that he's gone through and blase, you know, all of that, man, look.
We did Tony wrong. We did him wrong.
The church did.
We did him wrong.
The church really did do Tony wrong. And so many others.
We did Tony wrong.
So many others. So, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was Elliot talking.
No.
But when you were talking about pastors, like, I was doing this research, and well, first of all, according to the National Alliance of Mental Illnesses, I wrote it down, 1 in 4 Americans suffer from mental illness. 66% pastors seldom speak on it in church. Only 14% of churches have a skilled counselor on staff to help people that go through mental illnesses. And I also did the study on pastors where it says, although most pastors are happy about what they do, they love their job, 57% of pastors can't pay their bills, 54% are overworked, 43% are overstressed, and 52% of pastors feel overworked because they feel inadequate to meet their church's needs.
Because people not tithing.
It ain't necessarily tithing. It's just that, and like I said earlier, church folks with church, they crazy. They'll stress you out. Like, you mad because I ain't went to see your aunt in the hospital. Listen, I saw your aunt at the church picnic, had 3 plates, and drunk half the liter of soda. She put herself in the hospital. She put herself in the hospital. That ain't the devil. She need to quit all this eating. I had to come to school. I had to come to your school and pray for your bad child because you won't cut his behind at home. The pastor didn't come see me. The pastor don't care. Well, pastor, what you gonna do about this? What you gonna do about that? And a lot of them, they just like, you know what? Either I step down, I'm gonna kill all these people.
Honestly.
It's just the truth.
Honestly.
Nakia, you quiet.
And yeah, Nakia.
Uh-oh. There she go.
She got them braids in her head hurt.
Braids through cut.
Nakia, what you got to say? Or you just chilling? I couldn't hear you. You was breaking up. So what happened now?
I said I'm chilling.
Oh. Okay, go ahead, Elliot. My bad.
I ain't had nothing more to say, but never go Eric Benet. That was all I had to say.
Cause yeah, it's 8:30. Anybody watching got any questions? Anything they want to say? DMs y'all want to send me? Y'all, if y'all don't want to leave y'all name, I'm trying to shout y'all out, but I don't see
you don't need nobody sending you DMs because you know these dudes gonna act crazy.
Ain't nobody been in my DMs. I'm a nun. Thank you. I also feel too, a lot of people wouldn't suffer with like we were just talking about this. When y'all said our walk with Christ is hard, like it's not easy. If we quit lying so bad, maybe these people won't feel so scared when life just come around and kick their butt. Like, we have glamorized salvation. Salvation is not glamorous. Salvation is not a cakewalk. And some people feel like all their troubles will go away when they get saved. And then when they do and they lose their job, their bills start mounting up, or their marriage is tested, their friendships are tested, their car gets repossessed. They're wondering, like, God, I gave my life to you, but all this stuff happening to me, why? This is not supposed to happen to me because I'm saved.
Yeah, I thought I was supposed to be living my best life now. Yeah, that's not how it works.
Right.
And when I talk to people about this walk, I tell them that when you start living for God, that's when stuff is really gonna get bad, because that's when the enemy goes into overdrive. You know, that's when he starts to really do a work on you and really try. Because I mean, as long as you not living for God, he ain't worry about you. But you know, yeah, it's like the Bible says, those who seek to live godly shall suffer persecution. So persecution don't sound that easy to me. So
someone asked, how can we organize mental health groups in our religious realms? Kevin, hey Kevin. How can we?
I think I'm. Wait, what? Okay.
What I can't say?
Then first of all, you need to talk to your leader.
That's true. I was about to say that I'm very leery of people just randomly forming mental health groups. I just want people who are certified in caring for those people to actually lead those groups. Like, we don't want random Mother Jackson to just be up in there like, honey, we're gonna just hold hands and pray.
Right.
And Mother Jackson husband is alcoholic. She need to work on her.
Right.
Mother Jackson got problems at home. She ain't got time to be
Yeah, I think when that kid said it's important, you definitely want to talk to your church leadership, you know, before you get to forming groups. And if you're under a good leader, then you know you should be able to present that to them, you know, in a well thought out, thorough manner, and set something up. You know, hopefully there is a resource that's already in the house, you know, where you all can you know, pull from that person. And see, that's another thing. We can't, you know, okay, yeah, we need to set up, you know, mental health things and resources in the church, but these are mental health professionals, which means they professionally do this, which means they get paid to do it, which means you got
to certified. They went to school.
They went to school to make money to treat these issues and illnesses. So, you know, we can't, you know, pull on people to the point. That's why a lot of pastors, you know, who don't take a salary from their church are dealing with depression and such and such and such, because they're trying to keep their homes afloat. They're trying to keep their churches afloat, you know, and they're not receiving, you know, just blue globs of money from ministry. You know, they're still working jobs. They're still, you know, at a warehouse every Sunday, or I mean, every day. You know, driving Uber sometimes. I know a lot of my dad's pastor friends, him included, drive Uber. You know, and so much of their money goes to new resources, new books, new study material.
Because the truth of the matter is, if the pastor don't do it, it ain't gonna get done.
Right. So I think as far as setting up mental health, you know, groups, if that's and I think it's not even if that's something that you see in your church, it's probably there. And I think it would behoove you to do your best to meet with the leadership, and suggest it. Take that initiative, and that's what a lot of, again, like I said, speaking from the perspective of someone who has a father as a pastor, I know that's what a lot of pastors are looking for: members who are willing to take initiative and say, "Hey, this is my idea. What do you think about this?" And most of the time, the pastor's just gonna nod his head and say, "That's great. Set it up," because they don't want any more work for themselves, but they also don't want the house to go lacking as well. So,
most definitely. Kevin said, yes, there has to be a voice to stand to speak with leaders. If we don't take the stand of problems that we continuously see and hear of, then we are doomed to repeat the same cycle of craziness, doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results.
right.
So yeah, most definitely. Wait a minute, what's this? Oh, people agreeing with Ashton. You've been preaching up here. Everybody agreeing with what you got to say? Okay.
Well,
all right.
As his manager, 10%.
We
Crazy. There was something else I had to say, but I forgot it because, yeah. Any last words though? Because it's 8:37. So yeah. It's about the time we head on out. Any last words? Anything y'all got coming up? Anything y'all want to shine a light
on? There is a possibility that I won't be able to be on the next show because I'll be in Canada.
Ooh, ooh.
Oh,
Mildred Rock.
Mildred
Rock.
But yeah, no. I leave on Monday, so y'all pray for me. Number one, because I'm flying United. And, so let's pray I make it off the plane.
Just hope you don't get dragged off that plane.
Right. Make it off the plane on my own accord. And make it across the border, blase, and make it back in Trump's America, because you can get across the border and then he drop a law, because I'm gonna be over there for 3 weeks, and ain't no telling what Trump will do in 3 weeks. So let's
Trump
pray.
will have America upside down in 3 weeks.
Right.
You see what he can do in a matter of 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, I'll keep Adriana and the crew posted on whether or not, because the place ain't got no internet, so I don't know. And then I don't know what the time difference is over there and all of that. So, but we'll see.
I don't want to be calling you 2:00 in the morning.
Yeah, I can't do the show at 2 in the morning. Okay.
No, I think Canada's like an hour or two behind.
Okay.
Right. Did y'all see that thing with Rob Kardashian and Black China? See, this is why we be talking about mental illnesses.
Oh God.
That's a disgusting current event.
Yes.
Yeah, Rob, I'm forever praying for you, brother, because never go Rob Kardashian. Just never go Rob Kardashian.
Just never go Rob Kardashian.
We gonna put him on the prayer list. Rob need help. Rob ain't had no daddy. The only man that was in his life is now his auntie. So
his sister daddy.
As Brother Young Jeezy once said, I'll never let a girl little bow wow me.
Because I know it's gonna be
fun. All I got suckers out there don't get licked, in the words of Snoop.
Snoop, did you see the video? Snoop, what was he saying? He was saying something in Spanish. Oh, it was hilarious. But yeah, poor Rob. But he was wrong. He was wrong for dropping the news. That ain't nothing you do. Don't go out like that.
And y'all don't go out like Rob Kardashian, and y'all celebrating Black China, man. Listen, look, that ain't cute.
That ain't cute.
It's not cute at all. Like, I get it that she might have scammed the Kardashian, and we should be, elated and happy because of all the black men they scammed. But look, it's still not cute. She's still a black girl.
Yeah, but not Rob though. Like he's already going through so much.
Yeah.
like get. They should have got Chloe or somebody. I don't know.
Jesus. Well, okay, y'all. This has been nice. I enjoyed y'all. Thank y'all for y'all input. Ashton, we are very proud of you, and we bid you Godspeed on your trip. Y'all, please contribute to Ashton's GoFundMe. Young brother trying to get an education at the North Carolina A&T. Please contribute. Sow seed into the man of God in his life.
Please, no more
Anything
negative
y'all
comments.
Yeah, no negative comments. If y'all don't know what's going on, if you don't want to support, just don't. It would not be the end of the world. Right. It would not be the end of the world. Our next show will air July the 20th. And we will be talking about I can't even do the drum roll sound. Is there a place for millennials in the church?
Oh, I need to be on that show, but
you might have to use some data, bro.
Is there a place? Is there a place for millennials in the church?
No.
Hope y'all can.
Facts. Facts.
Well,
y'all continue to pray for my health.
Yeah,
you gonna be all right, Elliot.
Because look, I had to go to the doctor again today, and I didn't even have to go. The doctor was like, I don't know why they called you info. I said, really, I just spent more money? Okay. Y'all pray for my health. And if y'all don't like me, if y'all out there and you don't like me and you decide you're going to pray, just know no weapons formed against me shall prosper. Amen. So don't try me. You better be genuine about your prayers, okay? Because God will find out. Prayers of the righteous availeth much. So if you don't like me, your prayers are not going to avail it. I promise that.
Elliot got haters out here, though. I ain't know.
You know. I was about to say something, but I'm not going to go there.
Lord Jesus. Yeah. Be here in 2 weeks for Is There a Place for Millennials in Church? Shout out to our graphic designer, DJ Savage. He's on Twitter. Follow him on Twitter at DJ Savage. I'll put his info on my Twitter page as well. He gave us flyers. We look so good in our flyers, y'all. We got a logo now. You can't tell us nothing. We on the right track, y'all.
Wait. He's a DJ? He a DJ and he do graphics? Bro. That's dope.
Respect the hustle.
Our graphics look very, very good. And my mom, she saw our logo. She was like, so it's time for y'all to get some t-shirts now. I said, girl, don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Before you jump in the t-shirt memory, just know, count the cost.
Oh, right. I wasn't knocking it, but I was just saying, I am extra. I might just buy a t-shirt and just put it on.
Yeah.
And just be like, hey.
But if people start talking about, oh, let me get a t-shirt. Count the cost, because everybody that said they're gonna buy ain't gonna buy.
You already know that. But thanks y'all thanks to everybody that's tuned in. Thanks to everybody that has supported and showed love. Share this, repost. You can come back and watch the replay if you came in late. That's all I gotta say. See y'all in 2 weeks. Any last words?
Wrap it up.
Y'all good?
Wrap it up.
Drop the mic.
Wrap it up then.
See y'all in 2 weeks.